Hey everybody, I am super happy right now because it's actually nice enough to go rock hunting, which I have not been able to do at all since fall. It's crazy. I mean, it's the 1st of February and it is 66 degrees right now. And because of these ice jams, I can actually reach this island over here, which usually is separated by a big channel. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. Now, matter of finding the right path is the next question. Probably right there. So yeah, I'll be back in a minute. Alrighty, made it across. So we are looking for agates, Jasper, petrified wood, but primarily I am looking for a good carving rock. Like, actually, this right here is a really good carving rock. Really uniform shape, and it's a soft stone. I'm gonna grab that. Ooh, right next to it. There's some petrified wood. Very nice. Yeah, I can't believe it. I don't think I've ever experienced a February 1st this warm before. Usually January and February are the coldest months of the year in Montana. Of course, the moment I turn my camera off, I find this. You can see that limestone matrix. It was sitting there like that, but I know exactly what I'm looking at. That's a nice baculite right there. You can see sutures and nice crystal pockets. And you roll it over, and that knob right there is actually a gastropod. So that's going to be a fun one to carve out. There's a nice piece of petrified wood. Sweet. Finding quite a bit of agates. None of any significant size yet. But that is fine. There is quite a bit more bank to search. Ooh, little, but that is a pretty little agate. Oh, what are you? Wow! What an interesting chert nodule. Here, let me get all those bands. That is actually really pretty. Oh, and right next to it is one agate and two agates. Okay, now that's some good gravel to search. Nice and clean too. Doesn't have any of that dirt film over it. There is a nice piece of petrified wood. Sweet. The dogs are so happy today. Floyd loves the cold. He doesn't care about the cold, but Cyrus absolutely hates being cold, so we don't take him out very much in the winter because he just pouts and is done in about 5 minutes tops anyway, so he is loving the fact that it's nice enough for him to get out right now. Ooh, okay, here's something else that I'll be keeping. Hello, Floyd. Nice wood burl. Oh, that has some crazy grain in it. That's gonna be fun to work with. It's nice and thick and dense too, so I know it's not super hollow, but yeah, that's gonna be a pretty something depending on what I do with it. Oh, and there's a tiny little agate. Ooh, sorry if there's a bunch of wind noise, but it's a good agate. Oh gosh. Yeah, they're really can be hard to spot when they've got that film over them. That whitish film. It makes it a little tricky to recognize the rocks you're looking at, but yeah, that's definitely an agate. Yeah, that's how you can tell. Where's the sun? I don't know if that's demonstrating at all or not, or if it's just silhouetted, but yeah, just trust me. There's a nice piece of petrified wood. It doesn't look like much on this side, but then you flip it over. Some nice wood grain in there. Again, I apologize about the wind. What an interesting little piece of petrified wood. It's gonna be pretty. Alright. Oh, hello, Floyd. Time to head on to the next spot. Alright, I haven't really been recording because it is stupidly windy over here. These are all fossil conglomerates parts that I will be going through soon. So I'd say it was a good day to come out, and we've got a big winter storm coming in tomorrow, so hit it right, I guess. But yeah, I will see you all back at the shop.
Alright, so back at the shop. It is one day later, and here is why I was making such a big deal about how nice it was. But anyway, here is what we wound up with as far as the gemmy stuff. I haven't started going through the fossils yet. So these are all petrified wood. Some nice good sized pieces. These are all Montana agates. These are all Jasper. Those are some very nice, unique agates that I will get some close-ups on. One piece of aventurine. Here's a chunk of septarian. You can, well, here, once you can see all of those veins. Those are all crystal pockets, and these are very, very commonly hold fossils, so I'm excited to break this one open and see what's in it. And then these are rocks I grabbed for carving. They should make some interesting stuff. I'm excited to see what they look like. This one especially, good shape. I love the bands in it, so probably gonna use this one. But here, let me wash some stuff off and I'll get some close-up shots so you can see some of the stuff we wound up with, because some of it is absolutely gorgeous. Alright, so I grabbed these ones to wash off for the sake of demonstration. So here, let me get close-ups. So here is a good example of why it can be hard to spot agates, because that crust may not look like much. You get it wet. Look at all of those bands in there. Nice little crystal pocket. It glows straight through. Very nice agate. Here's a good one with some good dendrites in it. Gonna be a pretty one. This one has some really nice dark red color and dendrites, so there's a plus. Here's that one that I almost didn't recognize because it was so dirty. Nice and clean. Got a nice crystal pocket in it right there. And bands, so that's always nice. And this one has some really nice color and dendrites. Let me get it up on the light. Really nice agate. Beautiful veins. Yeah, that's going to be a good one. And then we've got this piece right here, which is actually agatized wood. You can see how much of it is agatized if I hold it up to a light. Then we've got this one right here, which is petrified wood, as you can see, but it's got veins of clear agate through it. So that's nice. And then this one, if I get wet, has some wonderful wood grain. Actually has really nice uniformity when it comes to shape, so I might actually use that one to carve. And then this one is really cool. All those bands in this piece of chert are just crazy. Usually chert doesn't have much value, but a piece like this can actually make a beautiful cabochon. And it's got some nice translucency. I don't know how well the camera's going to pick it up, but yeah. And then we've got this piece right here, which again, just chert, but all of that patterning is just beautiful. And then we've got this thing, which I'm super excited about. And this is a beautiful piece. Gorgeous agate. There's a lot going on this one. Here's that root burl that I found, and I wanted to see what I had to work with, so I just grabbed some 120 grit sandpaper and sanded the outside to see how it's gonna look, and this thing is gonna be gorgeous. There is some beautiful grain in here. Very pretty grain, and along this entire edge it's still rough, so it probably won't show at the moment, but it actually curls like crazy. Really, really pretty wood. And an interesting pink color down here. I'm excited to work with this. It's going to be awesome.
As for the rest of this video, I think I'm going to carve this one really quick. It's not huge, so it'll just be something simple. But yeah. Well, here it is. I'd say it came out pretty cool, actually. I didn't talk much just because I actually have another carving video coming out pretty soon, so I didn't want this one to get too long, but yeah, I think that came out really nicely. I knew when I saw this texture on the rock that it was probably going to translate to a very cool carving. Oh, and to polish it, I sanded it up to, oh, what was it, like 600 grit, and then just sprayed a coat of lacquer. You can polish it all the way if you want, but yeah, I love that little ridge right there. Looks awesome. Well, I think that's going to do it for this one. I didn't want it to get too long by having another tutorial, but I'll have more tutorials coming out here very, very soon. Actually, I'm working on a rock carving tutorial at the moment, so. But for this one, I hope you all enjoyed. I'll have another one out same time next week, and links to my social media will be in the description.